who will be our next club officer? This is the topic of this panel discussion. Why I choose these topics? Because, of course, I love you and I also love the club. And I believe this is the topics that both of you are interested about. For us to get more insight, I invite 3-star panelists to join us to share their meaningful insight to us. At the end of this section, you can see who will be the next club officer to our club, or who should be or who can be our club officer. And then 3-star panelists, they are our existing club officer or our previous club officer. And they are also some common in the way their first name start with letter J. And also 2 of them are our this term's nomination committee, and that they are going to join me to do the election later for our club. The first one I'm going to introduce is our current president. Her profession is an experienced investigator and mediator. She has been in Toastmasters in N years, but what I can confirm, she joined Toastmasters after Donald Yee. So obviously she's younger than Donald. And you can tell in the slide on my background, she has participated in different leadership roles in Toastmasters, not only the club, but also area and also division. In terms of family background, she is the eldest sister in her family, and she is the daughter, and of course, and also daughter-in-law. So let's welcome Jennifer on the stage. Now, this year you are the president. What will be your role next term?
Next term, of course, I will be the immediate past president.
Do we expect this answer? Can we do more?
And hopefully, after coming down from the stage of being a president, I can come up the stage more often. I would like to be a more motivational speaker.
He has been in Toastmasters over 5 years. Let's welcome our Jim Wong on our panel, please. Among all the clubs you visited, which one is the best?
It was quite a surprising revelation to me because I've been around the world now. I've been to Africa, Bahamas, America, different parts of America, Australia, English-speaking countries, Ireland and UK. And really, the achievers really stands out. I'm talking about the club experience, the club program, the workshops that we hold, the workshop speakers that we invite.
Let's welcome our Joyce Chen on the stage. Joyce.
Hi.
Wow, cool. Joyce, like other 2 panelists, let me ask you a warm-up question.
Sure.
If your student WhatsApp you, and also your member of Achiever WhatsApp you, and also your boyfriend WhatsApp you, which one will you respond first?
Apply Achievers first.
Wow, that is a good role model of a club officer. Okay, so audience and members, I tell you, you can tell all the questions I ask, that's not prepared. It's not candid. It's online, and this is the impromptu speech, which is hopefully we can get the hard insight from all of our panelists. Okay, let's go to the main topics. So you can see my background. I already asked the question of which. At the end of this section, I would like to get the answer is who will be the next club officer. But before that, let me ask 2 more questions to each of the panelists. The first one is about why. The second one is about what. Among all the leadership role you have taken, no matter it's the Toastmaster or elsewhere, can you tell us one of your favorable leadership role, whatever, and tell me why you take that role, or maybe even more, why that time you take that role? Jennifer.
Wow. It's really caught me by surprise. I think you will only ask me about Toastmasters experience, but you include all areas. Well, if for all areas, it will be most interesting for me to chair a committee about how to say, purchasing a place for my church to move to a new location. This is really a big project. We purchase a place, and we have to encourage all church members to go to the new location without losing our members, which is...
Why did you take that role, and why that time?
Well, for me, it's a calling from God. Practically, I think this is a very meaningful and important project that I can have a lot of challenges about raising funds, about convincing everybody to move to the new location. And I can foresee the difficulties, and I have to work with a lot of people. That is why I want to take up that challenge for the good, for me to grow up, as well as really helping the community I serve.
Let us hear anything similar from other two panelists. How about Jim? Same question among your leadership role so far you have taken. Anyone you can share with us more? And particular question is why you took that role and why that time?
After being the club president for Achievers, I decided to jump straight into being a division director. Normally people would go through the next rank up would be the area director. And I decided, because I looked up the rules and it's allowable, I would just jump straight up into division. Because really as a division director, you have the full reign of your domain. You can decide all the strategies and your projects and targets yourself. And you just work with your team to achieve those targets. That is really something that you can create yourself. You know, you're not being told what to do. On the very last night of submitting your papers, suddenly a lot of people were interested in me taking up the role from Division H and Division K. Eventually, I decided to jump across to Division K and be the Division K director because, first of all, Division K had all the Cantonese clubs. And I thought, well, it'd be interesting to, you know, look after Cantonese clubs. And the second one was, I don't know anybody in Division K. So that gives me a lot of scope and to meet a lot of new people, network a lot of new places and everything. So that was really an exciting journey.
Good, good. So what you said is not only jump 2 steps, but also jump out of the zone, which is the Division H at that moment, to Division K, totally different division. Good, good, good. How about Joyce? Any particular role? And then particular the question is why you took that role and why that time, Joyce?
So basically, I started as co-VPPR in the first year when I joined Achievers. Actually, that was 2 months after joining Achievers. I attended Mandarin in a speech contest. And I remember after division contest, Jim in the lift with Alex talked to me, now you won a Mandarin division contest, you need to be VPPR. Oh, really? So I have to be VPPR. Then I thought it's a request. Then I said, okay, if it's a request, then I have to take it. So that's the reason why I start the journey of being an ESCO. This role gave me an opportunity to get more exposure to different clubs and to talk to different Toastmasters. And then I realized I really enjoyed the journey. Then I took VPE with Alec and VPM with your term. And after that, when Jonathan talked to me, can you would you like to be VPE again with SK? Then I said, yeah, sure. Because all of you, we are really close, and I do appreciate the connection, the relationship of Achievers. And even though I'm taking more and more responsibility in my school, but I still really want to devote my limited time to Achievers.
Basically, the first time is someone asks you and you just take it, whatever. And then second time you enjoy and then you want to do more. Okay, thank you. Thanks your contribution to the club. We heard about different reason that the panelists take the leadership role, someone calling her or someone pushing himself or someone asks and then just take the invitation. So good variety of the reason that we can inspire us. Okay, so let's go to the next question about what, Jim first. So among your leadership role that you have taken, is there any most memorable experience, leadership experience that you can share with the people? Maybe someone even haven't got a chance to do the leadership role. Anything you can share so that it's something memorable that people can a little bit have a sip what is going on about leadership role. Jim?
Yeah, so leadership isn't about knowing everything or being able to get hands-on and fixing everything yourself. Leadership is really, you have a team and then you have a vision or a goal and you rustle up the team, their morale to achieve the goals.
Thanks, Jim. I can tell because when I hear your response, I also see the audience. They are really paying attention, all the tips or your experience just share. And I encourage the audience right now, if you have any things you want to say, put that in the chat, or maybe even use really simple reaction like what I did. Maybe say yes, or maybe you want to say, ask the speaker to do faster, do this. Okay, so people can see your reaction. Anyhow, Jennifer, same question. What is your memorable experience in your leadership role?
The list just went on and on. You gave me 5 more meetings. Still, I could not have finished. I want to focus on the people. In fact, in leadership roles, you have the chance to get closer to people. You understand people around you more and more. And the most memorable thing for me is becoming good friends with many people. I want to say the examples in Achievers because it's more relevant to all of us, and perhaps our members can share the same view with me. For example, I once co-chair the 26th anniversary dinner with Alice. Honestly, after having this experience with Alice, I got to know Alice more, and I think I also led Alice to understand me more. And we become even better friends. We went through the process that we visited different clubs together, seeing people, marketing our event, went to the conference to also talk to a lot of people. And people ask me why I can have Eddie and Donald being my club advisors this year. It's also the friendship we have many years ago when we started to be in the same exco. I'm the secretary. Eddie was the then president. I went through that exco year with these nice guys that we become very good friends. Until now, we are still very good friends, sharing different aspects in life. And so the exco experience is very, very memorable when I talk about the people. And this term, I got a chance to know more about SK, Joyce. And because we work together, sometimes we have to talk relaxing topics, but sometimes issues are really serious. We need to have a serious discussion. Also, Stephen Austin, I also know him for years because he has been in the club. But this year, when we have a very close working relationship in this exco, I think, I don't know how Stephen will respond, but I consider Stephen is also one of my best friends in Achievers. And I cannot miss one person who is Xavier. I partnered with Xavier to be the VPPR in 1 year. We planned the tram party. We planned the salsa night. We planned the chill out night for Achievers. It is at that time that I got to know Xavier more and more, and we become good friends. We have a long chat when we went to a conference. So I think throughout these years, I will maybe when I grow older, I will forget everything what I have done in the leadership roles, but I won't forget these people. This is most memorable to me. Wow. And I should not miss you out, Eric, the immediate past president, who gave me much support. And so the most rewarding part are the people I get to know and becoming great friends together.
Thank you, thank you. So we hear 2 good, memorable experience. One is getting more skill, getting more mentee, getting more mentor, and then for Jennifer, getting more friends. What a good platform as a leadership role. Joyce, can you share with us again the memorable experience? 2, can you also share with us who do you think will be our next club officer, or who should be our next club officer, or any characteristic that should be a good club officer?
For me, it's more about how to serve members with the team. That's something I learned from being VPs over the 4 years. This is something I believe that the leader is a servant. We group together for a greater good of the members. That's something I really appreciate in the past 4 years. Who will be the next president? Every single of you are capable of doing it. As long as you are passionate, you have time, you have commitment, just try. Because the whole ESCO team will support you. Just try. Thank you, Eric.
I can see your appreciation, your happiness when you talk about you have delivered something like the new member kit is something you have done that by you, and also we need together that you feel proud of, and that is something you give the legacy to the club. I think that is something I see good memory. And also a good suggestion, maybe like what you are invited by Alec and also Jim, you may invite someone else to take the club officer role next term. Maybe that is more effective. Jennifer, who do you think that will be a next club officer? That is your successor, basically, or your term successor. Yeah.
Oh, when we talk about club officers, not just the president's roles, there are 7 roles in our ESCO team. And I encourage all of you who have joined the club for more than 1 year and have never been a club officer. You actually can be the officer. I remember I'm still a greenhorn when I became the club secretary. I learned a lot of things by going to the police to file something, doing all the registration. If you have joined the club for more than 1 year and you haven't been taking any club officer role yet, I think you have to think about that. If you are serious about being a better communicator and leader, because it is true, such leadership role, you have further chances to enhance your communication skill and your leadership skill.
Not only president, all roles is open. How about Jim? Any tips or what you predict who will be the one?
I'll leave you with this quote from Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is of the Rich Dad Poor Dad fame. Whatever you do, take on a job or role where you can learn, and you can definitely learn from taking up a job in the Club EXCO, because not only you learn that job, you have to learn the jobs around, because you have to cooperate and mesh together with each other. And you also learn to work with people that you may not have an instant liking to. And that was one of the things that I learned as well. You know, sometimes you group together and you just get on with the job. So it's a great learning opportunity.
You can hear why all different people, different stage and different background, they do take the leadership role and they do gain a lot and also feel good about contribute a lot as well. If I were you, please think about if you haven't. Benna, what do you think? Are you thinking about this? Are you interested about this?
Club officer in the coming year. I will apply for one.
Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that response, but that is wonderful that you even didn't ask by us and then you raise your hand and step up. Okay.
Yay.
So then I think we achieved. Okay. All of you, please consider if you are thinking about to be a club officer, and also ask yourself, if not now, when? And you can hear all the good experience. This is something is a golden opportunity, and which is a opportunity for a break up and take the chance.